friends, and welcome to day 3 of Vlogmas. It's so exciting. We've made it to day 3 and I still have videos. I hope that this continues. Today I decided that I was going to start off my Vlogmas Tag Tuesdays with the Nightmare Before Christmas tag. I originally found this on Lane Hallen's channel when I was watching old Vlogmas videos to kind of get ideas for my Vlogmas this year. And she did this tag last year, and I believe she got it from a blogger. So I will link her video down below so that you can watch it and, you know, get everything that you need to if you want to do this tag. So yeah, let's just get right into it, shall we? Now I should say, before we get too far into this, that I have limited my answers to this tag to just books that I have read in 2019. The first prompt is Sally, and this is to find a book with a character who loves someone so much and actually gets them in the end, which pretty much would be any romance book, but I don't read a lot of that, so but I am going to choose for this Betsy's Wedding by Hart Lovelace. Now this is the last book in the Betsy Tacy portion of the Deep Valley series by Hart Lovelace, and this whole series Betsy and Joe have had this like will they won't they Ross and Rachel kind of relationship. And Betsy is just madly in love with Joe and Joe with her, but circumstances keep them apart for a lot of the series. But in Betsy's Wedding, spoiler alert, they finally get together. So prompt number 2 is Jack, which is a character who longs for something more. And I was scrolling through my Goodreads trying to find something for this, and I came up with Stardust by Neil Gaiman. Now, if you haven't read this book before, I recommend it. It was very good. It was weird, but that's Neil Gaiman for you, I guess. And it is about a boy/man, because this goes over some time, who longs to marry a certain woman. But this woman will not have him, and she sends him on an impossible quest in order to win her hand. And he goes because that's all he wants, is to marry this woman. So ultimately, he is supposed to capture a falling star. And so he is possessed with and obsessed with this quest for this fallen star, and that is the premise of the whole story, and it's really interesting how it all plays out. Prompt number 3 is Zero, a book with a loyal sidekick, and for this one I had to go with Sweep, the story of a girl and her monster by Jonathan Auxier. And this book was, spoiler alert, probably within the top 3 books of this year for me. This book focuses on a character named Nan, who is a little girl who is a chimney sweep in Victorian London. And through circumstances, she befriends and raises a golem who she names Charlie. And Charlie is loyal to the bitter, bitter end. And he protects Nan, and he loves Nan like a mother and a sister and a friend. And it's the sweetest thing ever. And if you haven't read this book yet, it's a middle grade, but I think everyone should read this book, whether you normally read middle grade or not. I think you should pick this book up, hands down. Prompt number 4 is Oogie Boogie, a book with a wicked villain. And for this one, I, again, chose a series, and this is The Dresden Files by Jim Butcher. And this follows one man, Harry Dresden, who is a wizard, and he is also a detective in modern-day Chicago. And it just basically follows him through many years of his life. The series is still going on. I think the next in his series is going to be released next year, I think. But he battles all kinds of wicked demons, and one of the biggest ones that is towards the end of the series is Nicodemus, who is just pure evil. That's all I'm going to say. He is a disgusting creature, and Harry battles many disgusting creatures, but Nicodemus, I think he might be the worst. Prompt number 5 is Halloween Town, and this is a book with a weird or creepy theme. And I don't read a lot of books with creepy themes, but I did read The Bear and the Nightingale by Katherine Arden. And you might think, Rainey, I've read that book. It's not creepy, but it is kind of creepy. It has, like, it's very atmospheric, and, you know, there are, I haven't read the whole series, but it's Russian folklore told, you know, retold. And there are house demons, which, you know, aren't really creepy, but, you know, they could be. But it is like a clash between the old world and the new Christians coming into Russia. And so the Christian priest, who is an awful person, by the way, which is kind of sad for me because I am a Christian. I don't like to hear such things, but he is an awful person, and he has some run-ins with these folklore demons that are, it's very weird and very creepy. And Varya, I think is her name, is the main character, and she has similar, very creepy, scary experiences with other kinds of demons that are upset at this whole thing that's happening between the Christians and the traditional Russian folklore. So, so yeah, I think that was probably, aside from Dracula, I'm just now thinking about, I tried to read Dracula, but I didn't get it finished, so I probably shouldn't say this one, but that one was pretty creepy too. But Bear and the Nightingale was the one that kind of gave me the creepiest, kind of, ooh, interesting vibes throughout the reading experience. And the last prompt is the best prompt, Christmastown, a book that gave you warm and fuzzy feelings by the end. And for that, I had to choose Tilly and the Bookwanderers, the book 1 of the Pages & Co. series by Anna James. I was intrigued by this book from the first time I started seeing it on YouTube this past year, and I had many issues trying to get this book. This was kind of my first BookTube made me do it book purchase of a brand new book, and I tried to get the hardcover book, but it failed. Let's just say that. So I went for the paperback book, and it's equally as lovely as the hardcover. Oops, I was going to show you the end pages. Yeah, it's equally as lovely as the hardcover book, and it was everything that I hoped it would be. It was just nothing but fun and so cute and heartwarming, and I just loved watching Tilly interact with some of my favorite classic characters, and there was a little bit of suspense, and I just loved it. So this was my most heartwarming book of the year. Okay, friends, so that is the first tag of Vlogmas 2019, the Nightmare Before Christmas tag. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm not going to tag anybody because I know that December is a crazy time, and a lot of you are already doing Vlogmas. So, but if you need a tag to do to fill up your Vlogmas queue, then feel free to do this tag. I think it was fun, and it was pretty easy and short. All right, friends, I hope you are having a wonderful December, and I will see you tomorrow for another Vlogmas video. Bye, friends.